Hello, Paisanos, it's Ian63. This is my final farewell review on Shinobi Art of Shinobi Art of Vengeance, SEGA Villain Stage DLC, or just Shinobi Art of Vengeance, just my one final send-off farewell goodbye review and stuff. And yeah. So anyways, I finally finished playing through the DLC and stuff, and yeah, I have so many amazing thoughts to say on it. It was definitely fun. Despite it being pretty much 1 hour long and stuff, I still had a lot of fun playing through this DLC and stuff, so yeah. So starting off from the trailer, obviously, of course, it shows Joe Masahi must battle through three-dimensional rifts to restore balance, order, and peace to not only to his world, but for the other worlds and stuff, to prevent, multiverse chaos, destruction, and stuff. And yeah, and pretty much. So yeah, so overall on the official Sega website and stuff, and I play this on Steam, and I also play this on Nintendo Switch, so that's why it took kind of a bit of a long time, because I was playing it on, like two systems and stuff, and yeah, I do have a physical copy of Shinobi Art of Visions and stuff, but yeah, it was very fun. I definitely enjoyed it, and of course, special thanks to CG Inferno. I definitely used his playthrough, especially for Goro Majima's boss fight. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, but I'm just gonna call him I'm gonna call him Majima. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Majima, hopefully. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Majima boss fight, who was the hardest. But anyways, let's get on to my gameplay footage now. So, here was the first part and stuff. And yes, I'm actually going to take out my physical copy here also. And take out my Switch 2. Because I was playing this, also on Switch 2 and stuff. So, yeah, pretty much. But, wait, did I not start the video? No, the video is starting. Okay. So, Sega logo. And back to this logo title screen, this battle title screen that I haven't heard in a while. And bam, the DLC is unlocked. Sega Villains. So yeah.
What's that? I just sensed an immense swelling of power.
A swelling power that you cannot comprehend, mister. If the video can stop loading. Yeah, worlds of three unknown worlds and stuff, obviously, from other dimensions and timelines and universes. They must, of course, they are creating chaos, and Joe Masahi must restore order to these worlds and stuff. So, yeah, basically, that's the entire plot of this. If my video can stop loading... Okay, thank you, sorry. My apology, guys, sorry. It's probably just the buffering and stuff, maybe that's why. Or it's probably because I have this quality set to, very high and stuff. But, yeah. But anyways, the video quality I'm talking about. But anyways, back to the game and stuff. But yeah, that was the intro, opening and stuff. And now that was part 1 or / part 21 and stuff. And now for part 22 / part 2. We finally get to our first stage, which is the City Streets Dimension. Okay, now it's loading. So yeah, we get to the City Streets Dimension stage, which is Goro Majima's stage and stuff. And this is just the stage that we haven't, this is not the boss fight yet, but this is like a very long combat and stuff with a lot of Tokyo, signs, city signs and stuff. And yeah. And that was part 2, part 22 and stuff. And yeah. Alright, so now for part 23 / 3. Now we finally make it to, of course, to Goro Majima now. And here's the Mad Dog of himself, and obviously going through the stage and stuff. But here it is. Goro Majima himself. I also do like the music and stuff. Computer, don't do that to me. Hold on a minute. Apology for that. Now we're back. Alright. So now here is Majima himself. The Mad Dog. And we start with this cool badass opening. And of course, surprise Kario-chan! Or surprise Musahi-chan! But holy hell, man. This guy was absolutely difficult, man. Like, I struggled so much on this guy, honestly. I get that he's unpredictable and it fits with his theme, but holy hell, man. Like, I think it was an unpredictable level of challenge. I guess it fits with him and stuff, but man, this is the first time where I got kicked in the ass very hard. Even on easy mode, man, this guy still kicked my ass. But hey, Sega has always been known to make some very hard stuff in the past, so it fits with them. But I still had fun, and I still was able to beat him. Stage clear. And yeah, that was Majima. We restored the first dimension, and yeah. And yeah, Masahi actually liked the guy.
You actually liked the guy?
Yeah, that was shocking. Well, as this guy said, I guess who cross blades, they understand something. I guess it shows Masahi and Majima aren't so different from each other. One is traditional Japanese and the other is modern Japanese. But really, in the end, they're just kind of the same guy, just holding a blade and stuff, and restoring, I guess, justice to literally anything that is corrupted or something. I really don't know, but you can know what I say. That was part 23, part 3. Now for part 24/4. Now we go to the Golden Axe stage next. And here it is. So yeah. Of course, Eternal War Dimension, Golden Axe and stuff. For some reason, this really reminds me of an Absolum stage. Absolum is another game that Datama made and stuff. Lizardcube and Datama, I believe, are connected with each other, so it does really remind me of that. And yeah. And after that, we defeated the stage and stuff, and I also like this guy carrying a bag and stuff, and yeah. And that was part 24/4. Now for part 25/5. We finally are going to meet Death, Addar, and stuff.
No clue who that might be.
And yeah. Death, Addar, and here it is. And I'm going to just be telling you guys, okay? Just after that Majima fight, look how like fast this guy was, honestly. Like obviously here's his opening and stuff, scary and terrifying and stuff. But look how easy he was. I just kept spamming this in. Bam! Look at that! No strategy. So Majima took 500 years, but Death Addar just took me 5 minutes. Really? And he's dead. Sorry, no, not dead. He's sent back to his own world and dimension. Yeah, just look how easy he was. Just what the hell? Holy hell. Just pathetic.
Really was something, huh?
Although I do think that axe was kind of cool, but yeah. But now the third person that we're fighting, of course, is I Am the Eggman and stuff. So yeah, that was part 25/5 and stuff. And yeah. And now for part 26/6. And now we fight the last being, that being the guy, I believe he might started this all and stuff. Not surprising since the guy is like, you know, a smart dude. His name, Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik.
This is it, Musashi.
Yeah.
Time to end this cross-dimensional conflict once and for all.
Yep, as she said so. And finally, we are now in the Egg Zone dimension and stuff. And of course, this is Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman's area and stuff with some, not Chaos Emerald. I wonder if that's inside the Chaos Emerald. But we make it to a totally familiar place, Green Hill Zone. I really love Green Hill Zone in this art style, by the way. It looks really nice. But that was part 26/6. And now part 27/7. And of course, Joe Musashi fights his final battle and stuff. Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman. I'm going to call him Eggman, honestly. Since, what's his name again? Dr. Eggman, okay. And yeah, you get to hear a Green Hill Zone remix and stuff. Obviously, this is Sonic's 35th anniversary, so it makes sense. Sorry, my computer was lagging here, but yeah. It's pretty much a callback to the Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 video game where you fought Eggman. Instead of spin dashing, you gotta use your sword. But you ended up doing that, and bam, evil genius and stuff. But that's not it. Like with Majima, Eggman has a second form. I really wish they call him Dr. Robotnik here because that was Eggman's simple phase. Now we're at Robotnik's complex phase. But yeah, that's part 27/7. And now for part 28/8, the final part. Obviously, I spoiled it and stuff, but yeah. So part 28/8. Here is Dr. Robotnik again. Dr. Eggman and stuff. And here's the second phase of stuff. Of course, in a giant robot, he wasn't playing around in Chemical Plant Zone. I really wish they stopped reusing these two zones, man. Like, I wish they could bring, like, a zone from Sonic CD, since I think that game would have fit well with this game, since it's about dimensions and stuff, and Sonic CD had you going through different timelines, since this game was about it, but whatever. It's Sega, man. They love nostalgia too much. But, yeah, we defeated him, and with Dr. Eggman now sent back to his, let me play this cutscene first. Back to his own world. Yep, he's back to his own world and dimension and stuff. And that marks the end of... I don't know why am I standing here. Stage clear. That marks the end of Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Sorry, Shinobi Art of Vengeance Sega Villains DLC stage. That marks the end of this. Stage clear. And we get a cool ending cutscene.
Dimensions crumbled and faded away. Musashi finally reached the end of his epic journey.
Yep, as they said.
Addar, Goro Majima, and Eggman.
Okay, I was pronouncing it right. Majima.
Sources of
So Addar, Majima, and Eggman,
power
both gone, all gone.
all returned to their own worlds, but unable to
And
taste those other lands possessed.
True Legends of their own right. This is where it gets
Musashi
weird.
stepped back onto familiar ground, bearing newfound respect for his opponents, the beauty of their unknown
And yeah, it's really weird. Joe Masahi actually liked the people he fought in something. I don't know. But that was the Shinobi Art of Vengeance Sega Villains Stage DLC. Credits, and yeah, that was it. What an amazing experiment this was. Well, it was a 1 hour DLC, but I still love this. Both Steam and Nintendo Switch, and yeah. But overall, yeah, I definitely like this and stuff. It was a great game. Yeah, let me go ahead and take this switch out for a minute. As you can see right here. Of course, I took it out and stuff. Here it is. Let's put the switch back though. And stuff. And yeah. And put the game back in. The cartridge back into the game and stuff. I still like this artwork. And yeah, Shinobi Art of Vengeance finally now complete once and for all and stuff. And yeah. But yeah, that was overall Shinobi Art of Vengeance Sega Villains DLC stage. And yeah, I'm gonna skip through the credits and stuff because this was a very long ass credits. But yeah. And I think that's it. Yeah, Sega. Presented by Sega. So yeah. Thank you, Sega, Lizardcube, and the rest of the team for giving us an amazing DLC. And yeah. And that was Shinobi Art of Vengeance, Sega Villains DLC. Farewell. And there's also Boss Rush mode. But no, thank you. I'm not freaking doing that. I'm done with the game now. And I return back to the title screen and stuff. And yeah, that's Shinobi Art of Vengeance, as I did right here. Exit, goodbye, slashing, and yeah. And yeah, that was Shinobi Art of Vengeance and stuff. Overall, definitely an amazing DLC, honestly. It definitely was much better. It made the main game even much more better. It was fun to battle these boss fights. I definitely think maybe there might have been some imbalance here and there. But overall, it was still an amazing experiment. I still had an amazing time from start to finish. And just overall, yeah. Just a great DLC, definitely. And it's definitely a perfect final send-off and stuff to Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Both I had fun on Nintendo Switch and Steam. And yeah. So anyways, yeah. Farewell, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Thank you, Lizardcube SEGA, for giving us this amazing DLC. And yeah. So farewell, Shinobi Art of Vengeance SEGA Villain DLC stages. Farewell to one final send-off. Farewell and goodbye to Shinobi Art of Vengeance. And thank you guys for watching my final send-off farewell review of Shinobi Art of Vengeance Once and For All finale. Farewell, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Farewell.